What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rudy J. R&R in the morning, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., AM 1250, 103.3 FM. Or you can be smart and you can listen to us at sasportstar.com. Easiest way to get to us. So last night I'm on my cigar, I'm on my patio. And a lot of times I'm on my patio at night, I smoke me a cigar. You know, maybe I've smoked half of it during the day and then half of it. I smoke maybe one cigar a day, probably too much. We can talk about that another time. My wife hates that I smoke so many, but it's only one a day, but that's still a lot. Moving on. A lot of times I have these ideas that come to me, and by a day or two, because I'm getting older, I've forgotten about them. Don't pay attention to that. It's just a tricep. You know, I've been in the gym. Don't worry about that. I get these ideas. I never write them down. I know you're supposed to write things down. So I started putting things in my phone. And last night, I started thinking about Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors and his time there. You know, I'm just thinking about the playoffs. I'm hyped. It's the NBA playoffs. You know, the Spurs had just lost. So I'm on the patio getting ready for bed, winding down, hitting my nightcap, finishing my cigar. And I'm like, man, you know, is it because of injuries? But Golden State has not been back to the finals since Kevin Durant left. And I started thinking, you know, because of the fact that he gets no credit for those two rings. None. Zero, zip, zilch. I can't find a person that is given that says, hey, man, Kevin Durant has two rings. Nobody says that. It's like, you know what? You joined Golden State. They won 73, blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. I feel like every year that Golden State doesn't make it back to the finals, the value of his two rings goes up. And if they are not in the finals within the next 3 seasons, this one included, we're going to have to give him full credit for those two rings. And I know we won't, the majority won't, because they can't put aside the fact that they just don't like Kevin Durant. So most people can't put that to the side. But when you really think about it, Golden State, Clay, Steph, Dre, Kerr, y'all need to get back there. They need to get back there if we're going to continue to discredit Kevin Durant. Keep in mind, he was the finals MVP in both of those titles. Both of them. Steph still doesn't have a finals MVP. Andre Iguodala has it. Steph is great. Superstar. Changed the game. Game changer. Must-see TV. Is one of the few players I would pay to see, and I don't have to pay. I'm credentialed. Okay? But one of the few players I would pay to see. But the fact remains, the one title they won, they ran into 4 or 5 different players that were hurt. Either their best player or their second best player was hurt in every series they went through in 2015. And they played against LeBron without Kevin Love and without Kyrie Irving. Of course they won. So it's just something to ponder on. If you could put your hate aside and really think about it, if they're not in the finals and winning another final within the next couple of years, we'll have to give Kevin some flowers. And I'm not saying we got to make him a top 5 player. I'm not saying I'm putting him on Mount Rushmore. I'm just saying it gives a little validity to those 2 titles that he did win while he was out in the Bay. Rudy J, R&R in the morning, 1250 AM, 103.3 FM, or please, sasportstar.com. We out.